The learnings Ili Nishmas Etta Ahuva Bas Yaakov Maseches Nazir Perik Dalid Mishna Vav Ha'ish Mader Es Benoi Benazir Ve'ein Ha'isha Maderes Es Bena Benazir. A father could make his son into a Nazir, but a woman cannot make her son into a Nazir. The Gemara brings a machlekes. Rabbi Yochanan says this is halacha Moshe Messinai, and Rabbi Yosef Chanina says in the name of Reish Lakish that it's midirabanan kedei lechanchai b'mitzvos al tzchinach. What is the case? So Taisus explains that he says Yehei b'ni Nazir, or he says a different pshat that he's mitzaveh his son. He tells his son to say Hareini Nazir, and the Gemara is a machlekes Tanoim. How old is this child? Either until Shtei Cyrus or a year younger, Ad Shehigia Lo'inis Nadarim, which is a year younger. The Mishnah continues, Keitzad, Gilech Oisha Gachul Kroivav Micha Oisha Micha Kroivav. Let's say the son takes a haircut and doesn't want to become a Nazir. He doesn't listen to the Naziris, or the relatives give the child a haircut, or the son is Meicha and says, I don't want to be a Nazir, or the relatives are Meicha. So the Mishnah's question is, Keitzad, what are you going to do with the carbon? And the answer is exactly like we learned 2 Mishnayos ago in Mishnah Dalet. So we'll just say it a little quicker over here. If he was already mafresh an animal, so the chatas is tamas, the oila is tikra of oil, you bring his oila, the shlomim is yikru shlomim, achal liyamecha vein tunan lechan. If the mois was stumim wasn't specified, then yipul and idava. But if the mois is mufurashin, then the demei chatas yelchel yamamelech le'inanav le'mayolin. Demei oila, the money of the oila is yavi oila u'mayolin behen, and the demei shlamim yavi shlamim and achal liyamecha ve'in tunan lechem, exactly like we learned in Mishnah Dalet. Mishnah Zayin ha'ish megaleach al Niziris Ava ve'ein ha'isha megaleches al Niziris Avia. If a man makes a Niziris and was mafresh a carbon, then the child could bring that carbon, but only a son and not a daughter. Keitzad, what's the case? So the Mishnah is now going to say it could be one of 2 ways, and only one way does it work. Dahainu misha haya aviv nazir. Let's say only the father was a Nazir, and then after he was mafresh the carbon, he died. And only after he dies does the son mikabel naziris, and he specifies, I'm only being mikabel naziris, that I'm going to bring my karbonis with the money that my father was mafresh for his carbon. So in that case, Amar Rabbi Yosi Harei Elu Yiplu Lindadava, it does not work. If he can't bring just that carbon, he would have to bring a carbon for his own Naziris. The way that it does work is is Misha Ahuva Aviv Nazir. While the father was alive, the son was also a Nazir. And then Vehifresh Aviv Ma'osis Stumil Nazirusa Umeis. And then the father died after he was mafresh a carbon. The son doesn't have to bring his own carbon. He could just bring one carbon and use the money that his father was mafresh. The Taisvis has the girsa exactly the opposite, that halacha, which kind of makes sense, the opposite, that if only the father was a Nazir and then he died after he was mafresh the carbon, and the son is mikabel naziris almanas to bring the carbon, in that case he could be megaleach al naziris avav. And the opposite, if the father and the son were nazirim together, then the son wouldn't be able to just bring the father's carbon. He would have to bring a carbon for him and himself. In either way, the Rav brings down the Gemara that says that there's a Tana that argues and hold that in both cases the son could be megaleach al nazir zavav. He could just bring the carbon of his father, and the Rav says that that's how we paskin.